future developers, welcome to our tutorial ABCD. So as usual, we are going to proceed with our TextBlob tutorial. So previously we learned to do something on the polarity and then the sentiments, do some classification and then convert it into a data frame. So now we would want to do some counts and then want to do some visualization. Okay, so here, so let's just start with this. So here, to be able to count the number of positive or neutral or negative values or occurrence in our data frame, we can do df. Okay, so in the cell df square bracket sentiments. Okay, so it's a string square bracket sentiments, and out of the square bracket you use a dot and then value underscore counts. Remember to bring the parentheses or the rounded brackets. Okay, so if you print that out, okay, you would see the positive occurs 3 times. So let's see 1, 2, 3. The negative 1, so you can see negative 1, and the neutral twice, so you can see here. So this is just that for the sentiments, and then let's do that for the polarity. So with polarity, you can see polarity, there's 0.0 occurs twice. So let's check. 0.0 occurs twice. That's a neutral. 0.5 occurs twice, so 0.5 here, positive 0.5, okay, so twice, and then negative 0.7 occurs once, okay, so which is this, and then 0.8, do you have 0.8, which is 0.8, okay, this one, okay, so people are great, okay, so positive, okay, so you just have to do df square brackets and then the string polarity dot value underscore counts. Remember, as usual, always bring the rounded brackets. Okay, so if you print that out, you should get the desired result as seen on my screen. Okay, now here we want to do some visualization. Okay, so to visualize, what I had to do was to, in order not to spend a lot of time, we'll just talk, okay, about each line of code. Okay, so here, instead of typing, I'm just going to explain. So created a data frame. So df sentiments, okay, df square bracket and then the string sentiments dot value underscore counts, and then the rounded bracket dot plots into bracket kind equal to bar. Okay, now let's go up. Remember to import these first. So import pandas as pd, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, else it won't work. Okay, so for the data frame you need a pd, for plotting you need a matplotlib.pyplot as plt, okay, else it won't work. So df.sentiment.value underscore counts, in the rounded bracket dot plot, and then the kind, what kind of plot do you want? Do you want a pie chart or a bar chart? Okay, so if I change here to pie, I should get a pie. Okay, so you can see I have a pie chart. Okay, but let's use that of a bar. So bar, then around. Okay, so now plt.title. Okay, we want to, so here you can see we have the title sentimental analysis. So if I change it to only sentiment, it should change. So sentimental, okay, sentimental. So plt.title, and then the brackets you put whatever your title you want the title of your chart to be, the bar chart to be. So sentimental, so it's a string. Okay, so remember to bring the quotation comments, and then you can ignore this. Okay, if you don't want the font size, it will still work. If I run it, it's just going to run or work. Okay, I just included this for the just to increase the font size. So font size equals 20. Okay, so you can see it's enlarged or become big or bigger. Okay, so plt.x label. So the x label, I name my x label, which is this sentiments. So you can see here sentiments, the font size was set to 20. Okay, and then plt.y label, to I named it score, comma, and then font size was set to 20. Okay, and then plt.show, so it's going to display. Let me see if I clear this out whether it would show or wouldn't. So show. Okay, still show. Okay, but let me just, okay, so it still works. Okay, so yeah, so there's how to display the your sentiment in the form of a graph or a graphical representation or visualization of whatever we were doing or we started. Okay, so here there's another way of doing it. So here you can see we have the positive, the neutral, and then the negative. Okay, bars. Okay, for that's on our statement, or yeah, our statement, or st this these strings or statements or sentences. So here there's another way. So this one you can see our colors are different. Okay, so to do that it's just the same, just that we added some color, a list of colors. Okay, so df dot sentiment in the square brackets, and then dot value, so the sentiment is a string, so dot value underscore counts, then the rounded brackets dot plots into bracket the kind equal to bar, we want a bar chart, and then comma, and then the color equals, so we assign it a list of colors, so color code. So actually I picked that, so you can just go online and then type any color code you want, like search for any, like just type color codes and a link can be generated for you. So for me I got mine from this place, this link. Okay, then I had to just pick the color codes. So here are the color codes, so you just separate them with a comma. Remember they are strings, so remember in the square brackets you put a string quotation comments and then you input the color codes inside. Okay, as you can see, and then separate them with a comma. Okay, and then comma, our title equals sentimental analysis. It's also a string, that's really sentimental analysis. It's a string, and then you close your rounded brackets. Okay, and then as usual the plt.x label sentiments font size set to 20. The plty label is the still score, comma, font size is 20, and then we show our charts. Okay, so you can see what we have here. The color codes are different. So what I can do here, if I change it to pi, it should still work the same. So pi, if I run it, what is the error? What is the error? Okay, color. Got an keyword color. Okay, so I think when I used the pi, it didn't work, but I hope you guys got the concept of what we are trying to achieve. So let me just change this color and see. I don't know if we have 5. Let me add 5 and see if it works. So run it and let's see what. Okay, it didn't work. So let me go and pick a different color code from here. So let's see. I want this color, so I'm going to pick this. Control C, and then paste it somewhere here. Okay, so here's color code. Then run it. You can see the colors change. Okay, so there's it for our sentimental analysis, classification, and visualization of like doing, using TextBlob to visualize some sentiments. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and then see you in our next tutorial.